got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the wave, stomping in my big black J's. Corny.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today,
when I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Jones. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Touchdown, Packers. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield is Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Jones. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Mahomes to throw once more. Being chased out left. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jalen Guyton from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones sliding out of the pocket and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. Gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now left side on the swing pass. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Jones. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Right side, Claypool's got it. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The tight end Henry here in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Walker now on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Running right, here's Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Packers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. From the gun, it's Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Caught right side, Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Montgomery back to the ground, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. David Montgomery His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones now on first down. Finding Walker complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Ken Walker, 63 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense here, they're already starting to walk back as